In today's video, I will be talking about one common mistake most high achievers make, which leaves them stuck and unable to manage their time effectively.
Are you a stressed out high achiever ready to thrive, not just survive? You're in the right place. I am Dr. Amna Shabbir, a physician, master certified coach, and wellness advocate. On this channel, I share practical strategies and inspiring stories to help you create real, lasting change. Whether you want to lead with confidence, find balance, or optimize your life, you're in the right place.
Welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to have you here. Today, I'm going to be talking about that one mistake that almost all high achievers make, which leaves them stuck and they're unable to create that ideal time management schedule that they want for themselves, and they find themselves stuck. And I work with high achieving clients, these are physicians, these are entrepreneurs, these are business owners. They are extremely smart and cerebral. So if you're listening to me, you're probably one of those people and you're still struggling with time management, and that's okay. You're not alone. I just want to validate that emotion for you first. So what is the one thing that we all fall short of when we try to go and fix our schedules and we want to be more productive, we want to be more efficient? I mean, there are so many things out there that you can look at. That one thing is not having data of where you are, not auditing your current life's facts. For example, you think that you need to make your schedule in a specific way. You think that you potentially are wasting time during X task, but you don't really stop and do a proper timestamp study. You don't really study and audit the facts of your life. You just rush based on what you think is happening, based on your assumptions, and then you just move forward and you try to create change without actually getting data. Now, how ridiculous that sounds when, for example, somebody is going to study a big change and they don't get actual factual numerical data, and they just build, for example, a drug without getting the facts straight. And yet, most of us, myself included, do that. Like, I think, for example, that doing all these tasks at home takes X number of hours, and doing X amount of tasks at work takes this much time. But till I actually break it down and study, do I really know? I don't think so. So today, let's talk about that a little bit more. You don't want to change your schedule without an honest audit. And what does this honest audit look like? This honest audit can have multiple parts to it, right? It's not just time, because time is our most finite resource. It's the great equalizer between you, me, and all of us. But even more precious than time is the amount of focus and energy you have. So although you and I get the same 24 hours every day, it doesn't mean the same 24 hours are going to be just as productive, just as helpful. So it's really important for us to recognize that yes, time is finite, but so is our energy and so is our focus. So when you start doing that audit and you start looking at where you are and what are the facts of your current schedule. And when I say audit, I mean, what is your day looking like? 1, 2, 3, morning, afternoon, evening. What is the weekday looking like? What are your weekend commitments? To give you an idea before you make that change. So not only should you study what you're doing time-wise, but also study where are your more energy producing hours? Where is the time of the day when you're able to focus best? And who are the people, places, and spaces that absolutely deplete you, or tasks that completely deplete you and leave you unable to want to do anything else, and frankly are burning you out? So to organize and to kind of summarize what we have covered so far, the most common error that high achievers like you are making when you're trying to go for doing time management is not getting the data for where you stand right now at point A, and you're just running to point B, and you're making changes without a deeper reflection and data collection. Not even reflection, data collection of where you are right now. So here's what to do. I'll give you an example that might make this task less daunting. Whenever you talk about audit, whenever you talk about data collection, automatically your body doesn't want to do that. Your mind doesn't want to do that. You're a busy professional. Why do you want to do all of that data collection before you want to make change? Wouldn't it be just easy to pencil in, I'm going to exercise at X number of hours during the day? Actually, it's not. And that's why it's not working so far, right? So let's take a deep breath. Let's pause. The first thing you want to do is you want to audit your current week. Just pick 2 to 3 data points. You can pick a weekday, a work day, and a home day. For example, a Saturday or Sunday if you are in a traditional working model, a Saturday or a Sunday, and maybe a Monday and a Wednesday. If you are like, Amna, that still sounds a lot, pick one day. Start anywhere. Starting is better than thinking and wondering. In that time, go ahead and just literally document everything you do that day. So for example, when a colleague walks into your room and starts talking to you and starts wasting your time, you literally punch in the time they walked in. 12:05, colleague walked in, started talking, 1:05, left room. Or if you are being interrupted for some other task, just pencil that down. Don't think about it. Don't let your emotions come in just yet. Just gather data. This is what I did in the morning. This is what I did in the afternoon. This is what I did in the evening. So that's the first part, auditing your time in depth. The second part is when you're done for the day, look back at the time log that you have and see where on these timestamps did you feel the most energy depleted? Where did you feel the most energized that you were able to do your focus time? Take a breath and observe that and collect that as well. So when, for example, colleague A walked into your room and left after 30-45 minutes and you felt extremely exhausted afterwards, now you have an actual objective measuring point that spending time in this activity with this human really drained you. When you wake up in the morning and you feel a lot of focus time and you recognize that those are the first couple of hours in the day are when I get very creative, recognize that. How can you do creative tasks such as writing, filming, or other things that give you joy in that time that require your focus, that require your creativity? So audit your time. Follow that by auditing your energy. This is like the first 2 things that I would recommend. And task number 3 is then before you start making your newer schedule, look at what you have collected so far in your data and see what you can delegate or delete. Are there tasks that just by this 3-day timestamp study you were able to recognize are not serving you anymore? Can you delete those tasks? There are always like these small things that we can get rid of. And can you delegate? So I very rarely go to the grocery store on average to buy groceries. I have decided ultimately I'm going to delegate that task through some app-based work. So groceries get delivered. I have favorited my grocery list. It is a task I don't care for much, and I've delegated that. So look at even this brief study that you've done. Are there things that you can delegate? Are there things that you can delete? Now, in summary, first was getting actual data, auditing your time, auditing your energy, and number 3 is delegating or deleting. Why is all of this so important? Because when you start all this journey towards optimizing your life, optimizing your time, it can be very overwhelming. It really is. It's very overwhelming. And it's very important to recognize that if you don't address it, you're going to tie how you show up in the world, your worthiness is just going to get tied into this. So if you don't have good time management skills, are you worthy? And I know that this is a long stretch that's happening, but really what's happening is when your time management skills are not up to date, you feel very overwhelmed. When you feel overwhelmed, you're not enjoying your work life, you're not enjoying your home life. When you're not enjoying both of those things, you feel like something is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. I want to validate that. I have worked with many clients of mine, helping them unpack challenging time management, helping them break this down, helping them set tangible time-related boundaries so they could do further work. Also, spoiler alert, what you're going through is not a worthiness problem. It's a math problem. It's arithmetic. If you have 24 hours in a day and you are expecting yourself to do 30 hours of work, that's a math problem. That's not a you problem. You are not broken. Let's look at the data and let's see the tasks that we can start removing before we talk about adding. And there will be more videos in which I will talk a little bit more about further optimizing, but this is a really good point to start. And most people, they don't start this way when they are trying to optimize their time schedule, when they're trying to do all of these things. And that's why most high achievers fail. If you found this valuable, please like, subscribe, and share. and reach out. I hope this was helpful. You're amazing. Your time matters. Your time is extremely precious. Use it well.
You might believe you don't have the time or energy to focus on yourself, but this is exactly the right time to get serious about your well-being. You don't have to do it all alone. I'm here to help. If you enjoyed this video and are ready to take the next step, head over to dramnashabir.com where you'll find free resources you can access right away. The website link is below. Let's get started on your path to thriving.